Howdy, y'all. It's been a few days without updates because I got off the trip, so I was not prepared. Clearly, um, I did not train enough with the pack being on my back, and that became probably one of the bigger issues. Like legs and whatever, I could get over. Feet were fine actually because I was training at work. I guess being on them all the time. Ankles are not good. I rolled them a couple times. Coming off the last day, I rolled it pretty bad, and I would have been able to continue that day anyways, but I had already scheduled a shuttle off the mountain anyways, so I can't really use that as an excuse, unfortunately. But yeah, I probably could have pushed through all the pain of everything else if my gear worked for the camping and I could put up with the temperatures. The night I was camping, it got down to 29 with it feels like a 24, and I didn't sleep a wink. I shivered for pretty much 11 hours. It was the worst night of my life. So that coupled with the whole day being a really strenuous, extraordinarily hard day, I just mentally I couldn't keep pushing on. I had to get off. I was going to go crazy. So I had scheduled a shuttle off of the mountain. I ended up being in this guy's shuttle. He had other rides like already pre-scheduled, so he said I could come with him, but I had to, ride the whole thing. So I was in his car for like 4.5 hours. Really cool guy though. His name is Bandit. He's all through the Georgia section of the trail. He is the guy. I think, or maybe he goes all the way to the NOC. I can't remember, which is the Nantahala Outdoor Center in North Carolina. So can't remember, but really good guy. Great shuttle. Would recommend him for anyone else's shuttling needs in that area. But yeah, I had to get off, unfortunately. So I'm coming back home. We're not done yet. I'm going to train for another 3 or 4 months with the pack and get more used to that and wait for the weather to warm up a little bit. And then I'm going to go out and do sections that I really wanted to do. So that was the worst part. Like I climbed up and down all day. I reached a bunch of mountain peaks with no views, and then, after 8 hours of hiking, I reached my view finally, and I was so exhausted and tired that I didn't even take pictures of it or anything. I just wanted to get this pack off my back and get into my campsite. So I'm going to readjust how I'm doing this completely. We're going to train more. And then I'm going to take my car up and go drive to do smaller 3-4 day section hikes, and then just get shuttled back to my car, knowing that I'm only going to have to be out there for a few days. I won't have to camp that much, and I'm going to be doing mostly Virginia stuff. So in Virginia, the terrain is slightly better. It's still going to be steep and whatnot, but it's not rock climbing. Not rock climbing. Stairs made of rocks and really kind of going downhill, technically, putting your poles and making sure you don't eat face, because that's all I was doing, because I'm a bigger guy, so I have to really, these steps I have to meticulously think out, or I'm gonna fucking break my ankle. I got a lot of weight coming down on there, so that's where we are. I'm gonna start training again here. Not again, I never did any training. And then we're gonna go start driving up. I'm gonna do a little, I want to always do the it was called the Clingman's Dome. I can't remember what it's called now. It's the highest point in the Appalachians. So I'm going to start with that and then do a couple other smaller hikes around that area. And then I plan to go to Carver's Gap. Yeah, Carver's Gap, and I'm going to do the Roan Highlands from Carver's Gap to about Station 19E. Stay there. And I'm going to head to Damascus. Going to do a sleeper trail on bike. And then hike from Damascus through the Grayson Highlands, another about 30 miles. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go do the Triple Crown. And then I'm going to go do the Shenandoah National Park, walking one way, and then taking an aqua blaze the other way and kayak canoeing down it. I can't kayak, I'm too big for that. So yeah, that's the tentative plan for right now. So I'm going to take about 3.5 weeks here, and then I'll be on trail for about 3 weeks again, or hiking for 3 weeks, whether it's on trail or in a hostel or whatever. So that's the plan. I always said if I hated this after 3 days, I would get off the trail. I hated it after 2, so I got off trail. But towards the end of this video, I'll show you what I did with my day after I got back and celebrated. I got an awesome omakase in Atlanta, and I'll show you some pictures of that food there. And had some great cocktails, and my reward for my 1.5 days of hiking. So that's the new plan. Unfortunately, failures happen, but I don't consider it a failure. I tried, and I'm going to try something again. We're readjusting some gear, and we're gonna make the best of it and see what happens. So this is where we are. I still don't have a catchphrase. I'll catch you later. Bye. I also didn't get any video of that last day. It was like 0.7 miles down into the parking lot. Then I just got picked up by the shuttle. So there's nothing really to record. It was fairly steep downhill. And then, I did roll my ankle, and it was tough walking down for the last 0.2 miles down there, and for about the 2 days after. But this is now it's Tuesday, and I got off trail Saturday. So I'm back home. Stayed in Atlanta that night, and then drove back the next day. I'm just going to go start training. I'm going to go do a couple hours of walking with my pack on, and hopefully build up those shoulders. And I'll keep posting random videos here and there. It's not going to be daily, of course, because that would be boring as shit. Every week or so, maybe I'll give an update, see what we're working with and hiking and whatnot. So, my total mileage I did for my hike was around 9 miles. Maybe it was a little more, like 9.5, but only 1 mile on the Appalachian Trail. So the rest was the approach trail. So I gotta get more AT miles in. Not a through hiker, but I'm going to section hike the shit out of it and continue. Throughout my life, I'm hoping to section hike the whole thing. But right now, I just want to go do the sections that I'm really excited to do: the Roan Highlands, the Grayson Highlands, the Triple Knob, and Shenandoah. Not all in Virginia, but mostly in Virginia. Those areas seem awesome. So, anyways, that's where we're at.